This is my collection of 14 boxes full of key issue comic books. Last video, we went through this box that had a bunch of cool ratios from the early 2010s, some Silver Age books, and some other beautiful books. I think in today's video, we're going to go through this box, which there are some top loaders, so there's probably a few bigger issues in here. And I think just a lot of really cool books. All right, let's start digging through this box. All right, let's open up that box. Let's see what we've got. What I like about each box is it's a little bit of a mystery. I don't have it really organized. I liked keeping it kind of random so that anytime I would open it up, it'd be kind of fun to go through them. Okay, we have Night Nurse number 4. Lowest grade. I think this is my only Night Nurse book. I would like to get this full run, though. This is a very hard run to get from the Bronze Age. Very low print run on that, I believe. Something's Killing the Children number 1. The foil reprint. Super fun comic. Let's see what we got. We got Fantastic Four number 65. I always forget if this is the first Ronin or is this like the second. It does look like I have a big spine split on that though. So kind of low-ish grade, but presents well. Secret Avengers number 23. Is this the first Agent Venom? Last time I think I was a little confused because I think there was another Secret Avengers I thought might have been the issue, but I'm pretty sure that's the one. Marvel 1.1. So I believe this is the first appearance of Kamala Khan in costume. I don't know if it's our first full appearance or like it's so confusing. I know Captain Marvel 14 is her first cameo. 17 is like her first full appearance, I want to say. Or this might be her first full appearance, and 17 is like first in costume cameo. It's so confusing. I'm just happy to have it. Okay, we got Young Avengers number 1, the director's cut. This is the first appearance of like half these characters. So a pretty fun key issue. I'm not sure why I have this in the top loader, but this is Avengers 12. This is Tony Stark gets the Infinity Gauntlet. I guess the value peaked probably when I put this box together, but the value's back down. It's like a $10 book now. For a while there, must have hit like 50 to 100. And I have another copy. That's so funny. I put top loaders on those. Maybe I should probably switch those out. All right, let me do a couple of these side books. We have Batman 163, a fun Silver Age Joker cover. Love that. That is awesome. We have Batman 138, kind of a nice condition looking 10-cent Batman. That's amazing. I would like to work on my earlier Batman run a lot more. Batman 208. Really fun cover. The homages back to older issues. I really like that. Detective Comics 310, a really awesome Batmite cover. I would like to get his first appearance, Batmite, and just more of the early Silver Age appearances of him. Awesome comic. Absolutely love that one. We have, this is fun. Old Pulp. I would like to collect more of these. They're all in such bad shape, so it's kind of hard to, like, if it's in decent shape, it's hundreds of dollars, that kind of thing. But I love these old sci-fi covers. I think this is just a beautiful looking book. I probably paid like $10 for it. Journey into Mystery number 106. Kind of low grade, but still fun to have. I do like collecting older Silver Age Marvel stuff, so the more of this stuff I can get, the better. Avengers number 7. This one's really low grade, and I think the pages are really browned. It must have been dunked in water or something at some point, but it's still Avengers number 7, so it's a pretty cool book, and I got it really, really cheap. Next, we have Journey into Mystery number 116, another awesome earlier Thor issue. Love that. Hawkeye 1. As when we go through my collection, it's going to be a lot of deja vu because there's a lot of times where there'll be a book like this that I really like that I'll end up just grabbing tons of them. And most of them I probably only picked up for $1 or $2. You know, like this kind of stuff, I would spec on. I'd be like, that's a cool book. Let me grab it. Let me grab a couple of them, that kind of thing. Avengers Annual number 7. Awesome early Thanos appearance. Captain Marvel 17. So I think, is this the first full Kamala Khan or first Kamala Khan? I'm always confused as to which one is which. And I've been confused for what, like 12 years or whenever this came out. I still, just pick them all up. That's the best part. If you're not sure which is which, just buy them all. Amazing Spider-Man number 36, the all black cover. That was a 9/11 tribute issue. I got a couple of these. I think, one's a newsstand, one's a direct. So I have one of each. Airboy number 5, awesome Dave Stevens cover. This is one of his best covers. This is a key issue. I can't find myself selling it because every time I get it, I'm just like, that's a gorgeous issue, and I end up keeping it. Micronauts number 8. I think this is the first appearance of Captain Universe. That's a really fun key. That's one you could probably find in a dollar bin. It's kind of like unknown or more obscure. Tales of Suspense 75. Is this the first is it the first Peggy Carter or the first Sharon Carter? One of those women are there. New Avengers number 7. This is the first appearance of the Illuminati. This really spiked during the Doctor Strange movie. Let's see. Rick and Morty number 1. I think this is the second print. I'm still looking for a first print. I should probably just grab one because even if it's 100, 150, that's probably going to be a steal in 10 years. 10 years, that issue is going to be expensive. Shogun Warriors number 1. Absolutely love that book. That's a great key issue. The Terminatrix Object Avengers. Another copy of this. I showed one a couple videos ago. I probably overpaid on it because this is the cloud at the end of time for the Loki show. And I was like, I love that show so much. I was buying the keys, but at the time they were like 15 to 20 bucks. It's probably back down to $5. So that's one loss. Not everything is it like this. I paid maybe 50 cents. That I overpaid. Marvel Tales number 1, first appearance of Spider-Ham. This is one of my favorite key issues. I love picking that one up when I see it. Another one of these. We don't need to talk about it. Just gonna hold on to it. It's still a cool book. That's the cool thing. When you buy books that you like, it doesn't really matter where the price goes. It just, one day I might have to sell it. I just wish it was worth more than I paid. But you know what? It's okay because I still like having it. Hardware number 1. Always pick up. I had a lot of those in the last box. Grendel number 1, the first appearance of the female Grendel. Love that key. That's a cool key issue. That one spiked when they're going to do a show, but then they canceled the show. I kind of still hope they do a Grendel show. ROM 32. I believe this is the third appearance of Rogue. Rogue is one of my favorite X-Men. So I just like, and I'm a big fan of Mystique and just a cool key issue. I like, I got 3 of these. Hoard onto those. Micronauts number 8. Another one of these first appearance of Captain Universe. Truth. This is first appearance of, is it Isaiah Bradley, I believe? I forget the character's name, but it's the Black Captain America. So this is the 4th issue. So number 1 is his first appearance. This did spike during the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. ROM number 31. So this is the second appearance of Rogue. Absolutely love that issue. Secret Wars book 2 of 5. This is the, I don't know if it's like a promo version, but this is the first appearance of Quake, I believe. New X-Men 108. This is the first appearance of Phantomax, I think. I forget. Someone could correct me. I know it's the first appearance of someone. Oh, and this was a subscription copy, which is kind of fun. Like, the book itself is no different, but it had the label that was shipped with it. I thought that was kind of neat. Adds a little provenance to the book. Okay, we got 52, week 7. This is the first Kate Kane who becomes Batwoman. ROM 31 again. Love that. Micronauts number 1. Love that issue too. This guy is such a cool looking character. Very fun comic book. And then I have 2 copies of that. Truth number 2. So that's that same series. Truth number 7. I used to pick these up just because I thought the covers looked really cool. I didn't realize it was like a key issue. But as soon as it became key issues, the values really jumped on those. All right, all new Wolverine number 1. A really awesome hip hop cover. Love that one. Miracle Man number 15. This is a very low print run. So this one's been kind of valuable for a long time. So this is the one, if you see it, pick it up because it's worth probably like $100. Journey into Mystery number 117. Another awesome early Thor. I have a lot more of these than I thought, which is awesome because once I put them all together, figure out what I need, I probably don't need as many as I think I do. I probably need just the really expensive earlier ones. Age of Ultron book, was this book 10? I forget. I know one of these is the first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. I don't know if it's 8, 9, or 10. I think it's 10. So that might actually be the first appearance of her. She originally appeared in Spawn number 9. There's a whole legal case where the rights went back to the original creator and all that. Because of that, the creators sold them to Marvel. So I believe that's the first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. Justice League America number 63. Really awesome cover. Love that. Thor number 1, first Jane Thor, Scotty Young variant. Love that one. Very cool comic. Totally awesome Hulk number 21. I don't think this one has too much value. I think it's number 22 is the one that's kind of valuable. Spider-Man number 1, second printing. Another Shogun Warriors number 1. I do love that book. Such a great book. Oh, and another copy of Shogun Warriors number 1. Love that book. Marvel Tales, again, number one. This is probably one of my all-time favorite key issues. As a young man, when did this come out? 83. So probably about 85. So a couple years after this came out, I was buying these every month, and I absolutely loved them. The Peter Porker series, not the Marvel Tales. This was like a one-shot, I believe. Awesome, awesome book. Absolutely love it. Death of Wolverine, number one. This is a Dynamic Forces. It says it was signed by Charles Soule. Limited to 500, so that's super cool. I do really like the Dynamic Forces books when I can get them. Witches, number one. I think this is a Blair Witch homage. That's super cool. Love that one. Silver Surfer 44. Always forget, is 44 the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet? I think it is. I always get kind of confused because it's the first Thanos in that run, which is, I think, 34, I want to say. So it always confuses me, the two. Totally Awesome Hulk, number one. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. We have Action Comics number one homage, Spawn 228. I absolutely love these. These feel like variants because they're kind of pricey, but they're just a regular A cover, which is super cool. So you can find these because people just who are buying Spawn would have bought this cover. It wasn't like a rare variant that you had to pay more for. The only thing is the print runs are really, really low in 2013. So when you see any of these homage Spawn covers in the 200s, you should pick them up. They're they're lovely covers, and they're quite valuable. Okay, that's the first appearance with number one. That's the one you really want. That's the one that has value. Spawn 220. This is a Youngblood 1 homage. That one's awesome. Absolutely love that one. iZombie number one. I really like this book. I'm a big fan of Michael Arwood, so I like getting the key issues that are key to his career. So that's a really awesome book. I think I have 4 or 5 of those. Action Comics 775, first appearance of Justice League Elite. Do have multiple of those in my collection. I have a lot of these in my collection too. Thor number one. Love that book. Dazzler number one. This book is definitely going to be taken off pretty soon. Love that book. Another key issue that's awesome. All right, I got to move these stacks before they start falling. Okay, X Factor 24. I had one of these in my last box, but this is the first appearance of Archangel. Do really like X Factor. That was a series that I just, as a kid, I was buying each month, and I really enjoyed it. Bitterroot number one. I think that one has a bit of value now. Awesome Magnolia cover, I believe. Spawn 226, another one of these beautiful homage covers. A Hulk 340 homage. Absolutely love that one. That one is a gorgeous cover. Spawn 227. This is Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage. I like when an artist homages themselves. I think that's really cool, actually. Tales of Suspense number 64. Not sure if this is a key or not. You guys can always let me know if I miss a key. I don't have everything memorized. I just, like, usually I know, but sometimes I forget. Especially with, like, Tales of Suspense, it kind of all blurs together to me. Captain America number one. A really awesome Mark Brooks homage to Captain America number one. So that is amazing. I love that book. That's such a cool variant issue. Another Shogun Warriors number one. This seems to be my Shogun Warriors box. Avengers 17. This is a really high grade copy. Probably like a 8.85. I see a little bit of spine wear, but it's nice and it's like just off-white. It's just a really nice copy. I think I actually have 2 nice copies of that book. But, awesome. I love having this early Silver Age Marvel stuff. Another copy of Spawn 227, the Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage. Absolutely love that book. Spawn 231, a Spider-Man 1 homage. Again, McFarlane's homaging himself. I think this is such an awesome book. Absolutely love that. Wonder Woman 173. I love collecting earlier Wonder Woman books. I don't find them that often. I feel like they're kind of rare or kind of hard. They're not like super expensive. A Batman book from that era is going to be worth more, but I find it a lot harder to find those. Another one of these. Yeah, I went crazy. I bought like 5 of these, I think. Some of them I did pay $1 or 2. But some of them I probably paid $10 to $20 for when the Loki show was on, just because I love that show so much. Captain America number one. This is I don't think it's the first appearance of, the new Captain America, the Falcon Captain America, but it's the first series with him as the lead, which is, I think, his second or third appearance as that version of Captain America. Strange Academy number one, the 5th printing. I don't know if the 5th printing is worth anything. I know the first printing is worth quite a bit now. All right, ROM number one, another amazing, 70s toy that became a comic. Absolutely love those. I think that's awesome. Secret Wars number 3, first Titania, I believe, which went up a little bit because of the She-Hulk show. Micronauts number 8, first appearance of Captain Universe. Another one of those. Oh, this one is dope. So we have Spawn 221, homage to AF-15. That is a great cover. Absolutely loved it. I love these Spawn homage. I don't know if I'm missing any. I gotta look. And a lot of these also have rare ratio variants. There are like black and white versions. Avengers 53. Awesome earlier Avengers book. Love the Silver Age stuff. Spawn 230. Another awesome homage to... what's the Batman number? 420 or 440? Something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but awesome homage. I do like when he homages himself. Fantastic book. Peacemaker number 1. This is the second version. The first version was on Charlton Comic Books, so it's like a reprint, but affordable version. Like you can get the Charlton version for like $100 to $200, or you can get this version for like $20. And it's pretty much the same thing, just a different logo right there. So very cool book. I do love that one. Mind Management number 1. For some reason, I'm always trying to pick these up when I see them. $1 bin fine usually. Miracle Man number 1. I think an underrated key issue. Those I have a few of. Batman Night of Vengeance number 3. I think this might be the first appearance of the Thomas Wayne Batman and or the Martha Wayne Joker. One of those two. I think this is a key book. I think one day will have a lot of value. New Avengers number 11, especially because that Batman, he's like a real, like, his kid got killed, so he really, like, he's pissed off. He's a scarier Batman. He's not like, I'm going to give you justice by putting you in jail. It's more like, I'm going to give you justice by blowing you away, kind of. New Avengers number 11, first appearance of Ronan. That's fun. Oh, Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. I think this is kind of an undervalued key at the moment. Another ROM number 1. Do really love that book. Shogun Warriors number 1. I really love this book too. Most of those I picked up for like $1. Honestly, a lot of this stuff I picked up for $1 back in the day. New Avengers number 11, because you know me, I'm a $1 bin digger and I'm constantly looking for books of value and books I want. Avengers number 8, first Black Order, I believe. Amazing Spider-Man 71. This amazing Quicksilver cover. Absolutely love this one. Looks in pretty decent shape too. I like seeing Silver Age books that look like, this is probably like a 6 or 7. I think there's a little bit of stress in that corner. Man, that's a beautiful book though. ROM 31, second appearance of Rogue. Love that book. Lady Mechanica, what number is this? It's the Retailer Incentive. So this one actually, was this number 4? This one might have some value because it might have been a much rarer version. Love this cover though. Just all the little hash details and stuff. Such a cool cover. I mean, I love collecting these. I've been picking them up for years. I think they had more value back in the day, but I love them. I love picking them up. Another ROM number 1. Yeah, ROM 1. But most of these I probably picked up for $1 or $2, right? It's like, I knew this would be worth something. Why not buy it when it's cheap? And I did, and now it's got some value. And if he shows up in a movie, he'll be worth a lot more. Truth number 3. Truth number 4. Truth number 5. So all these I would have picked up cheap in collections. Like, I don't remember picking these up in $1 bins. I might have, no, I think I was grabbing some of them because I thought the covers were cool. But it's the kind of thing I kind of held onto. And then eventually at one point when I realized the value was going up, I started trying to pick them out of my collection and just put them away in the key issue boxes. I do that often because I don't rush to sell cheap stuff. I'm not the kind of person that buys a collection of 1,000 comics and then sells 900 for $50. I just kind of hoard onto it and slowly sell it because I rather slowly get $1 out of it and make a lot more money in the long term. No rush, because unless I'm out of cash, I really need it, then maybe I'll blow out some stuff. But most of the time, I just like having a lot of stuff that slowly sells, but tons of it. So it's all slowly selling. So I actually saw quite a bit. Sell enough to keep the wheels turning, basically. Superboy number 9, first appearance of King Shark. That's a cool book. Wolverine number 88. Awesome Deadpool Wolverine cover. Okay, so this book jumped in value. It's the first appearance of some character. I was skeptical as value. I think it's back down to $1 or $2. But I know I pulled out like the 20 or so I had just when the value spiked to $10. Ghost Rider number 28. This is another first appearance of someone. Again, a book that to me just didn't have value. And then one day someone's like, oh, that's worth $20. I'm like, really? It's so easy to find. Same with this, Morbius. Yeah, so this is all just cheap, $1 bin stuff that feels like $1 bin stuff to me still, but has some value. This is the same issue, it's just a flip cover. So there's no difference between these, it's just the cover flips. Actually, I'll take it out so you can see. So that's the back cover, and then it flips. So it's the same issue. Yeah, so for a while there, this was a $10 issue. I just don't think it is anymore. But maybe if the character, they do something with it. And it looks like, all right, this end is on a poor note, because this is just not an exciting end here. Junk in the end. Junk in the end. Oh, I guess there's a variant to this. I didn't even realize. One's a yellow label, one's a red label. So maybe I don't see the yellow label as much. So maybe that's the rarer version. I have no idea. And don't tell me. You don't have to tell me. I don't really care. All right, that box was a ton of fun to go through. And we'll be going through another one of these boxes in a video very soon.